All right, welcome to the Drunk Dial Hotline. My name's Garrett, and I'm a fucking asshole.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to bed if we're gonna do that.
The Drunk Dial Hotline.
Hello, welcome back to the Drunk Dial Hotline.
Hi.
Hi. Whoa.
Zoe's going through puberty.
Welcome. My name is Zoe.
My name's Garrett.
And I'm Natalie.
And we are the Drunk Dial Hotline. The hotline that you call when you are inebriated. Not under the weather, but if you want to call when you're under the weather, go ahead. Had too much NyQuil, give us a call. Little high, give us a call. Had too much coffee, give us a call. Leave us a voicemail, and you may be featured on this podcast.
If this is not the first time you're listening to us, welcome back. If this is the first time you listen to us, what we do is we listen to people's voicemails. People call in 323-905-BEER, and then we talk about them. That's what the Drunk Dial Hotline is about.
It's what we do. It's the work we do for the people, for our friends and neighbors.
We're basically Gossip Girl.
I've
XOXO.
never seen it.
Are you even like a woman or what?
Are you not a woman?
No. I'm not a woman.
What is gender anyway?
What is gender?
What is gender?
Well, tonight's episode, we've got a group of guys that called in. This is what happens when we let Garrett pick the voicemails.
Garrett picked the voicemails tonight.
Yeah,
No one told me before I started.
I know, we tricked you into it.
I would have gone to bed.
Here we go.
So I'm at the den. I'm pretty tired. I'm trying to fuck the shit out of my girlfriend tonight. I think she's down. Alright, well, I called this number, so, have a good fucking night.
Not a lot to write down for that one. My only note is, ew.
He sounds like a really nice guy.
Really good
Yeah.
boyfriend.
Like a really sweet, romantic boyfriend.
Yeah.
I like-
He makes love, you know?
Well,
you know that guy that just makes love?
Yeah. I like to imagine that, like, he picked up the card and, like, is staring his girlfriend, like, dead in the face when he, like, made this call. I don't have much, but that's the theme of the night, ladies and gentlemen.
That voicemail sums it up. Fuck. So I'm going to feel a lot of hatred tonight.
You're going to feel a lot of things.
It's been a long day, y'all. Let's bring it on, boys. Bring it on.
Part of what we do is pass out business cards when we're at bars, and I feel like that's where all of these calls came from.
Yeah, I tend to put business cards on a table, leave them there for a second, walk away, come back, be like, oh my God, what is this?
Let it flow through you.
And somebody will go, I think it's a podcast. I was like, oh my God, we should call. And then I disappear again. And all of a sudden we get a voicemail. So like, I feel like, again,
That's a
I'm doing
really
God's
great
work.
tactic.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
good.
a
That's
hashtag actor. Hashtag actor life.
Yes.
Hashtag LA. Hashtag behind the scenes.
We also saw people who were putting their business cards up on their forehead because they say drunk across.
Oh, really?
And they were taking pictures, taking selfies with it. So friends and neighbors, take selfies with their cards and tag us. Spread the word.
Yeah.
Let's see the next fuckboy, shall we?
We shall.
So, my name is Matt. I live out here in Nashville, and I'm from New Jersey. And, I got out here, and I got a little drunk. And, I figure that's the story of most folks that come out here, right? But, I wound up being at a party tonight that I did not know that I would be part of. And I would meet this woman named Bree, who I kind of fell in love with. And she handed me this card to give this number a call. So I'm going to tell you about my night. So we started off just a normal night, hanging at a bar, and then I got invited to this party where they were doing nothing but Shania Twain covers, right? And then they said, hey, man, do you want to come up and sing? And I said, well, shit, yeah, man, I want to come up and sing. So I went up and I sang From This Moment with a guy dressed as Shania Twain. I mean, who the fuck wouldn't want to be on stage with a guy dressed up as Shania Twain? And as I'm singing the song, I'm looking at this girl, Bree, and I'm going, well, how the fuck did I end up here? Right? And then we kind of left, went to another bar called Three Crow, which is another bar here in Nashville. And we've been here for a little bit. And Shania herself, not really herself, but herself, the male self, has been here. And I've been secretly singing, whose bed have your boots been under? the entire night that I've been here and looking at this lovely woman named Bree sitting across from me. So, and she loves me, apparently. I found that out right now. What? She's telling me what to say. I can't really tell you. I'm lying. But, so, that's where I'm at right now. The night hasn't ended, but I'll fill you in a little bit. Thanks. Bye.
Well, that was less of a fuck boy.
Yeah, that was a really nice guy
Yeah.
that we met at a bar. What's his name, Matt?
Also, I gasped when he said he saw Shania Twain at the next bar.
I know he really built it up like
I'm
she
a bit
was
of
actually
a fan.
there.
Yeah.
I'm a bit of a Shania fan. I want to go to that party. I want to meet that man. I want to do that.
You want to dress up like Shania Twain?
It's my birthday on Tuesday. I feel like maybe that's what I want to happen. I want a male dressed as Shania Twain to sing me to sleep.
Oh, okay.
Listeners, if you want to dress up like Shania Twain and sing Zoe to sleep, go ahead and tweet us. We'll figure something out.
That sounds fun. A contest. I've always wanted to be a part of a contest because I'm a prized possession.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
You're the
Prizest of possessions.
You're a treasure, a national
you're
treasure.
a
I
national
knew
treasure.
it.
We've said it before and we'll say it again.
I knew it.
I'm curious to see and hear about like where this has gone. Like,
Matt and Bree.
yeah, like what's happened to Matt.
You think
and
they're
Bree?
Do you think
engaged
they
by
met
now?
that night?
I think they met that night. They think they fell in love. I think they've been seriously dating since then. Think they're probably talking about moving in together.
Probably talking about Drunk Dial together.
In sync, listening to Drunk Dial
Yeah,
together.
yeah.
They make sure they stay at the same episode.
Yeah.
Oh, are they listening
like
to the
the new
podcast
Netflix and
together?
chill.
Yeah.
Like you can't go ahead. We're so fucking full of ourselves. I hate us. I'm sorry, listeners.
Lean into it.
Stop listening. I would.
Thanks for calling in, caller. The twang in your voice warms my heart and soul. Should we get into the next caller?
No. Let's talk about ourselves for another 40 fucking minutes.
Here we go.
Hey, how you doing there, ladies? This is Joseph Carlini. You know, I've been fucking getting drunk all day, and you know, all of a sudden, my testicles start itching. I don't know if it's because I had my balls fucking 8 inches deep in my, you know, ex's sister tonight, but you know, I don't know. I'm thinking that maybe there's too much alcohol because I didn't take a shower yesterday. And been getting drunk all day, you know, wearing the same underwear for the last week. I figure, you know, maybe I should think about getting myself checked out, you know what I mean, for STDs, or maybe I'm just too drunk right now. Can you ladies possibly help me out? Because I'm really suffering over here, Jesus Christ!
I know we've talked about this before, and sometimes we know our callers. We have no idea who this fucking man is.
No idea.
He reminds me of like a guy who has a late night radio show.
Maybe he did. That's got to be a made up name, right?
Yeah.
And accent and story.
I mean,
He was definitely making up that situation as he was going.
Yeah. I like how he's like, I was balls deep in my ex's sister. Yeah. Great improvisation, dude.
UCB trained, it feels.
Oh, we're being mean.
Well, he's being disgusting.
You know what I hate? When guys refer to their parts as testicles. I feel like that's just a scientific term.
Yeah.
And that's how it should be used.
Lord knows he was not 8-inch deep in anything. Maybe 2. I give him a solid 2. We're overcompensating for something here, Sir Joseph.
I would highly recommend you go get that STD check.
Give us a call back with the
as
results.
anyone should as a responsible,
Actually-
sexually active adult.
Guys, I wanted to reveal this right now. Turns out I have his STD check right here. I'm going to read it live on the air.
Wow.
He's actually a virgin. I don't know how the STD check was able to determine that, but yeah. So
It's a clean peen.
Except that he's been wearing the same underwear for a week.
he asked at the end, like, "Can you help me with that? Like, how does he expect us?" He said, "Ladies specifically. How are you going to help him with his dirty underwear?"
Advice?
I feel like
change your underwear.
Yeah, no, saying it out loud, it seems so obvious.
So obvious.
Joseph, that's our advice.
Joseph,
Just change your underwear.
change your underwear.
And,
visit the doctor.
And maybe treat a lady nicely.
Maybe reconcile that relationship with your sister's ex.
No, your ex's
Your ex's sister.
ex's sister.
Oh.
Probably not. You know.
Because I was gonna say your sister's ex would be a boy, and then therefore this
Well,
all makes more sense to me.
Maybe. Maybe not.
Well, you know.
What is gender? Shall we go into the next one?
Joseph Carlini, thank you so much for calling. Call back again.
Or don't.
If if not only because like the reason I chose this voicemail specifically was because I knew like Zoe's face would be like funny, and I knew you wouldn't like it.
It's all for you, Garrett.
Well,
This is Garrett's episode.
it was very entertaining. So you know, call us back. Let us know how things are going with your ex's sister, or you know, how that STD check came out.
I don't even care. Like, it's one of those things that, like, okay, so you give me this number to call, that's fine. But, like, you're not gonna answer, that's cool. But, like, you can't just not answer. Like, that's not a thing. Like, I don't know who you, like, and you're your friend, you're your roommate, you and your roommate were, like, talking to me, and, like, you might be featured on, you might be featured on something of mine. 'Cause I have all the messages. Why aren't you coming over? Like, you should be coming over. Like, why aren't you answering? Like, it's rude. It's just, like, it's rude. I think it's stupid. And I want to call you, but instead I'm calling this thing because of this thing. And it's because of that thing that it's like, okay, cool, I have glasses, you know, whatever. Get it, and like, you know, tall and Spanish, whatever. But like, it's not, what about me? You know, like, what about what I do? What about all that? You don't care. You don't
Well, you got cut off.
I'm confused.
This must be a man we met at the bar together.
But then he starts talking about somebody else.
It sounded like he was talking about Garrett when he said tall with glasses.
But then he said Spanish.
Yeah, it does.
That's a quick.
Garrett doesn't really have a Spanish skin tone.
It felt to me like they were like, yeah, he's like, yeah, you might be featured on the podcast. But then he says, but I'm not calling her, I'm calling this instead. So I think he then goes into a woman. Tall Spanish type lady.
Oh.
And he said, what about what I do? You don't care.
That's so funny because yeah, like I got like a like he was pursuing somebody, but she's into a tall Spanish glasses wearing person. That's what I got from it. And he was like kind of venting about that to us. That's what I got from it.
Interesting. So many theories.
Have you guys ever like really been into someone and they're just like not into you at all?
Like all the time.
And you pursued it?
No.
Well, there you go. Yeah, I have daily crushes. I have crushes on posters sometimes.
Yeah, she does.
And you know, one day I'm gonna get them.
But you just buy posters.
Yeah, but like,
Yeah, I know. I feel you. I feel
She
you.
wants to woo the poster.
yeah, no, I want the poster to woo me.
Right?
Ugh, I had a crush on my next door neighbor in college. I will never forget Joey Ives. God, if you listen, that would be the biggest ego boost that's ever happened.
Please call in.
Please
Please
call
validate
in.
Zoe.
I'll never forget walking into my dorm for the first time. It was co-ed floor. And I'm walking in, and I walk into my room, and I look to the like door next to me, and the most beautiful man walks into the room next to mine. I'm like, oh, he can't live there. Like, he's, first of all, too beautiful to be my age. Second of all, too beautiful
To be your
live.
age?
Yeah, he just like looked like a man. I had never seen a man like that before. And we became really good friends. We made out once during welcome week. and then like never again. And I just like, because he was still in love with his high school girlfriend, and I crushed so hard on this man, like would cry, and he would come over.
Why would you cry?
Because it was I liked him so much, and I knew he didn't like me like that. He would come over and cry to me about his ex-girlfriend. So I'd have to sit and console him about how much he loved this other woman.
Was this pre or post makeout?
Post. I made out with him, and then I got over the fact that I had feelings for him and just was a good friend. Right. I consoled him and was his very good friend for a year and a half while being in love with him the entire time. Ugh. And I don't think I even ever told him. I'm sure he knew.
What's his name? Joey?
Joey Ives. I love you, baby.
Oh, God.
No, he's also like just the nicest Jewish blonde.
I had a guy, I didn't even have a crush on him. He just lived in a dorm close to mine, so we'd run into each other all the time. And every time I saw him, I made a complete fool of myself. Aww. Like the first time it was that Mean Girls moment where I said gruel instead of great or cool. Mm-hmm. Or one time I was full on walking past his dorm, the door was open. And he was like, hey, Nat. And I was like, hey, tripped, fell on my face. And then I ran into him at the cafeteria and like spilled something on my tray. It was every single time I saw him. So embarrassing.
That's like a movie.
It was.
Have I told the story about my ice cream man?
Your ice cream man? I don't think so.
I had a really good audition, and I'm like, fuck yeah. I'm going to fucking go treat myself to ice cream. Go to my favorite place on 3rd. This guy with the most beautiful blue eyes is scooping ice cream. And I was like, oh, and he was giving me the eyes. We were talking. I was like, flirting, tasting, all those things. He asked me my name. He asked like what I do. We're having a combo. And he like goes to the register to check me out. And I see him like look at the ice cream cone. And he's bleeding. And he's looking to see if he got the blood on my ice cream cone. And I go...
What the fuck?
I said, oh, don't worry. I've had worse things in my ice cream before. And I kind of stop before it finishes. And I go, oh, I don't know. And then I tip him an absurd amount.
There is so many levels of like, what the fuck in that story.
Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. I just was trying to be funny, and then it came out really weird.
It just sounds really gross.
Yeah, I don't know what else. I hope I didn't have anything in my ice cream besides ice cream.
Let's workshop what could be worse than human blood. That's
not a lot. Not a lot.
I had a spider and a Bloody Mary one time. That was pretty bad. But not in my ice cream.
I once found Garrett's fingernail on the seat that I was sitting. That felt pretty bad to me.
We're disgusting.
How did we get here?
Yeah, where are we? We're lost.
I know it's so mean, but I like to hear men so confused about women. It gives me a sense of pleasure.
Yeah, no, I could totally see that. Totally see that. Like, there's just something funny about like, and you see it in comedians. Like when a stand-up comedian will be like, "Man, we'll never understand women," and like just women applaud that. Like that is like just a common consensus that like you like being complicated, and like we'll give that to you. That's fine.
That's funny because that's not what I was thinking.
Oh, okay.
I like men being in their head and confused because that's all we are all the time about men. Like overthinking everything. What the fuck is he thinking?
Oh.
What do I do? You don't care. Literally everything this man is saying. I have felt about a man before.
That's so funny.
So it's like nice to see that you deal with it too.
I feel like as soon as you understand that, like, figure out the simple possible like the most simple possible solution, like that's what's going on inside the head.
There's not a lot going on.
There's just not a lot going on.
But we're overthinking the amount that you think.
Yes, and
it's
I
not
think
as
that
complicated as we make it.
Right? Yeah, and
you either like us or you don't.
Oh, Garrett, you finished your whiskey?
I finished my whiskey. I might pour some more. How many voicemails we got?
We got one more. Why don't you go pour yourself a glass while we listen?
Great.
I was going to tell y'all that when I was younger, I used to call the singles lines all the time. Like if you watch TV late at night, they had them fine-ass women, and like with barely any clothes on, laying on a bed, looking at the camera like, hey, I've been waiting for your call. And like, you think they're talking to you. It's like, oh shit. So you pick up the phone and you call and they give you the first hour free and you start going through the people. And like, it's worse than going to the fair. You can fucking run into characters. The first girl will be like, hi, my name's Angie. I love to have fun. I am 4'8", 275 pounds, but I wear it well. Skip, press 7 to skip, and then go to the next one. Hi, this is LaQuisha. You know what I'm saying? I want my man to be big. And you know what I'm saying? He got to be strapped, ready to fight at all times. And he better not fuck around on me. I cut his dick off. Skip. And then you get the deep breathing ones. Hi, this is Mike. Man, I swear to God, you call them lines. I ain't calling no chat lines again, ever. 'Cause you meet the women there and they got bigger Adam's apples than you do. Shit ain't cool. There's never ever the bitch laying on the bed. I ain't never ran into her. I mean, like, that's false advertising. It ain't never been fine bitches. I mean, it's like chick that's laying in bed eating Dunkin' Donuts and shit. You know, motherfucking just got back from Golden Corral and shit. Chewing on a ham hock. But thanks for listening to me rant about chat lines. And yeah, I even called one time and the chick was real nice and she sounded sexy. All of a sudden she's like, yeah, and I only charge $50. Oh, good time.
I have a personal problem with a thing he said.
Yeah.
Women eating Dunkin' Donuts in bed sounds like a goddamn dream to me.
I'm gonna be on the Zoe boat with this one.
Yeah.
Like, Dunkin' Donuts and well, maybe not Dunkin' Donuts. Maybe like some Kettle Glaze, or maybe some like Upland Donut. Shout out.
Upland Donuts, though.
Yeah.
Zoe knows.
Oh, I
We've showed her the
it's
ways.
Delicious.
Guys, if you're anywhere in the continental United States, take a road trip to Upland Donuts and have yourself a fucking treat. I've traveled the world and I've never had donuts as good as Upland Donuts.
You will not be disappointed.
Also, like, an hour free is a goddamn steal.
Yeah.
I
Sound
love
like
a deal.
Really good deal.
I feel like you might have called a singles line before. Can I hear?
I've never called the singles. I know exactly the commercials he's talking about because I watch a lot of late night Comedy
Because you
Central.
rewind it over and over again to watch that girl.
Over and over. Yeah, no, like there's consistent commercials on late night Comedy Central, which was like call in, flirt with some girls, and then there was like Girls Gone Wild. So like those were commercials that I consistently saw throughout like my teen years. I never called in. But actually, recently I was with a couple of guys, and we decided.
And
to
unfortunately, I was sitting there.
That's right.
As
Yeah,
well,
Natalie was
but
actually
this
there.
continued.
Thank God. We were just like we would just call names like of numbers like 1-800 butt sex.
Big butt.
1-800 big butt, and just to, like see if that was a number, and it was like a scavenger hunt to see like which numbers were actual like sex hotlines.
You really are a 12-year-old boy.
Yeah.
huh?
Yeah, no. I'm never going to deny that. I am a man child. It was a lot of fun.
It's like the 90s version of Tinder. Right?
Right.
Well,
Yeah, but like
you don't
these-
ever go
these
on
are
a Tinder
Yeah,
date.
these are professionals like talking on the phone to like pass time. This is for very lonely men who like don't get to talk to women. That's what these lines are for. At least that's my interpretation of them.
Because they're hermits? I'm confused.
I don't know. Like
just
they're
being
ripped
lonely
off.
is sad.
Being lonely is sad,
Yeah.
and
And
being
then
lonely
being-
and ripped off
yeah.
is sad.
that's it. Somebody's like profiting off it.
Yeah.
And that's weird. That's weird. 'Cause,
And
like
it's not the girls. They're probably getting minimum wage.
for talking on the phone, like they do that anyways. Am I right, guys? Huh? Yeah. There's women are always on the phone talking to their friends. I hate myself.
Nice one, Garrett. Nice one. Don't let that one slide, man. False advertisements.
Yeah, that's kind of funny. It's like if I do remember anything about like the Comedy Central commercials, it was like they were just like ridiculously hot chicks sitting in like a hot tub going like, I can't wait for you to call.
Oh my
Me? Really? Yes, you. Oh my gosh.
They're like weirdly specific for you.
Yes, you tall ginger with the glasses.
In the ducky onesie.
Yeah, that is what Garrett's wearing right now.
It's kind of cold out. Thought I'd wear the onesie. Thought I'd bust the onesie
This is
out.
winter.
Winter's
Winter's coming. He really had those descriptions down
I feel like he got off the phone with that, like those
with
calls,
that hotline and then
and
called
like,
this
called
hotline.
I was like, I got to talk about it.
1-800-905-BEER. I
I
don't know
remember
why.
that number.
Yeah, you remember that number.
There's also just a man thrown into the mix, Mike, who's there.
Oh yeah.
And then he said he doesn't like women with Adam's apples.
Honestly, really sexist, dude. Really sexist. Don't body shame her because she has an Adam's apple. All right.
What is gender?
Do women just not have Adam's apples? What is that?
I don't
What's
know.
the function?
I don't know.
Do you have an Adam's apple?
Not really.
don't
Like I
think
don't have a
Garrett
very
has one.
predominant Adam's apple.
We're
Good
all
talk,
touching our
guys.
throats.
Good talk.
Well, thanks for calling back. This is a
Yeah.
regular caller.
Appreciate you. Appreciate your time. Appreciate your efforts.
Always bringing in a good story, man.
Yeah.
Appreciate
This is
it.
Pancakes Man, right?
This is flat food diet.
God, does he change my
How's-
life
how's
and my
that been
body.
going, Zoe?
Honestly, I've never felt fiercer. I've never felt slimmer. I've never ate more cookies or pancakes.
Yeah, it's all she eats.
Is that flat? Sometimes they test it. Sometimes I just throw shit under the door knowing it's not gonna fit, but I want to see if it will.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sometimes I just spill wine under it so I can lick it up off the floor.
Is wine a flat food?
Whiz when you spill it on the ground and I can eat it then.
She has a very tiny saucer that she pours alcohol into to slide under
The
her door.
funnel.
Yeah.
Well, Garrett, you did a great job picking
Yeah,
out the
Garrett.
voicemails this week. I think
Maybe
I'll take
Natalie
it
should
back
do it.
over.
Yeah, I think just maybe just for now, Garrett.
I appreciate the coyness of this. Like I appreciate the just like the genuine regard for my feelings,
Mm-hmm.
but like guys, I get it. Like
No, they
these were my favorite voicemails. And like I know it's like not a lot, but like
Oh, no. He's a mess.
his glasses broke. He's in a onesie. He's drinking whiskey.
He's
Very
I'm back,
confusing.
baby.
This might be a high point for Garrett's life. If you have any more bad bits, give us a call. 323-905-BEER.
The Drunk Dial Hotline.
And you
I
feel
feel
like
like
a
a
woman.
Let's go, girls. Is it boys or girls?
Let's go, girls. I think it's girls. She's like calling
Actually,
her squad.
this is like really fun. Let's get back to Shania Twain. She starts her song like literally every song she starts it, she says something fucking dumb. Like
Fucking dumb or fucking fierce?
Thank you.
whatever.
Thank you, Natalie